Spot the fallacy, enhancing your argument analysis skills. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our series on improving your English listening and speaking skills. Today, we'll be diving into an exciting area of debates and discussions, identifying logical fallacies. This particular video will focus on analyzing the structure of arguments, a key component of recognizing these fallacies. So let's jump right in. First and foremost, it's vital to understand what an argument actually is. In simple terms, an argument is a claim defended with reasons. It typically consists of a premise, or premises, and a conclusion. The premise provides support or reasons for the conclusion, the main point the arguer is trying to convince you of. For instance, consider this argument. Premise: all birds have feathers. Premise: penguins are birds. Conclusion: therefore, penguins have feathers. This argument has a clear structure and is logically valid. Understanding this basic structure will help you spot when arguments deviate from this structure and potentially introduce fallacies. Now that we understand argument structure, let's move on to some common logical fallacies you might encounter in a debate or discussion. Straw Man Fallacy. This happens when someone distorts, exaggerates, or misrepresents an opponent's argument. They then attack this distorted version, instead of the actual argument. Hominem Fallacy. This occurs when someone attacks the person making the argument, rather than the argument itself. Appeal to Authority Fallacy. This is when someone uses the opinion of an authority on the subject as evidence, even when that authority is not really an expert. Circular Reasoning Fallacy. This occurs when the conclusion of an argument is used as a premise of that same argument. These are just a few examples. Remember, identifying these fallacies can enhance your understanding and analysis of arguments. Let's finish up with some practical tips to help you analyze the structure of arguments and spot those logical fallacies. Break it down. Separate the argument into its individual premises and conclusion. This will make it easier to spot errors or fallacies. Look for hidden premises. Sometimes, an argument may have implicit premises. Be sure to identify these. Evaluate the evidence. Assess whether the premises actually support the conclusion. Be wary of emotions. Emotional appeals are not inherently fallacious, but they can be used to distract from a weak argument. That's all for today's video on analyzing the structure of arguments. We hope this has been a helpful guide in your journey to identify logical fallacies in debates and discussions. Remember, sharpening these skills takes time and practice, so keep at it. See you next time as we delve further into our series on English listening and speaking skills. Happy learning!